I'd like to begin by sharing an account from one of our colleagues in Gaza, Abdullah, a father of a 2-year-old son. "I'm not sure if this recording will reach you or not," he writes, "but it's important for you to know that the situation is very tough. Fear has reached its peak, more than you can imagine. People are all in one room, and the only thing that's working is the radio. There's no water, no fuel, no electricity, no food, and not one means of communication. What is happening is catastrophic. I'm unable to contact any colleagues. I'm unable to contact anyone anywhere in Gaza. Of course, at the beginning, when all the connection was lost, the amount of strikes were huge, very huge, crazy. All we have left is some canned food. We never imagined we would reach this stage because they hit bakeries, they hit malls and markets. I waited today for around 5 hours to buy a chicken. I'm among the lucky ones who found a chicken. Maybe tomorrow I won't find one." Gaza has become a graveyard for children, with one child being killed every 10 minutes. In 1 month, more than 4,237 children have been killed. Most of them have been killed while they're at home with their families. And a huge number of them have been killed in South Gaza, where 1 million people were told to flee. We need an immediate ceasefire. It has been 30 days. Enough is enough. This must stop now. In Gaza, Israel has targeted homes, hospitals, refugee camps, and schools. And children are paying with their lives, including more than 615 babies and toddlers. These are grave violations against children's rights. Save the Children has been working in Gaza since 1953 to support children and their families. Our staff in Gaza send messages when they can, and it's unimaginable. They're among the people huddling in shelters with their families, simply hoping their children will live to see another day. A month of relentless bombings in one of the most densely populated places on earth has exacerbated the already critical mental health crisis for Gaza's children, with far-reaching consequences as their coping strategies and safe spaces are ripped away every hour. There is no safe space in Gaza. Since the land, air, and sea blockade was imposed in 2007, the lives of children in Gaza have been mired by severe deprivation, cycles of violence, and restrictions on their freedoms. We published a report in June of 2022, and it showed that children's mental health was already at the breaking point. 80% of children are reported feeling in a perpetual state of fear, worry, sadness, and grief. 3/4 of children were wetting their beds out of fear, and a growing number were exhibiting what they call reactive mutism. They're no longer able to speak. This was before this recent escalation of violence. It's happening now on a scale that is simply horrific. The children of Gaza are living a nightmare, and it's beyond our comprehension. Without an immediate ceasefire, more schools, refugee camps, and shelters will be bombed. Without an immediate ceasefire, more children will be trapped in the rubble of bombed homes, of schools, of hospitals, places they went to find safety, wounded with crush injuries, scared and alone. Without an immediate ceasefire, there is no way to get fuel to the machines that are needed to rescue the 1,350 children who right now are presumed to be trapped under the rubble. Without an immediate ceasefire, medical supplies can't get in, so children can't have painkillers and anesthesia before undergoing surgery and amputations from the wounds that they've received from bombs dropping on them. Without an immediate ceasefire, more children will be at risk of death from illness and dehydration, from lack of food, clean water, and sanitation facilities. Without an immediate ceasefire, more and more children will watch as their loved ones are killed before their eyes. Without an immediate ceasefire, we will once again make history as a world that stood by and let these atrocities happen on our watch. Thank you.